Hi, my name is Edwin Moreno and I specialize in business insurance. Today, I want to talk to you about general liability insurance. What is general liability? So general liability is a coverage that you can purchase for your business to protect you from any medical expenses or from any attorney expenses, any litigation expenses because of bodily injury or because of property damage that your business may be legally liable for, right? That your business may have caused. So an example of that would be like a contractor that is, let's say a roofing contractor is on a roof and they have their equipment on the roof and the equipment falls out and it hits someone in the head. Right, that's not an employee, it's someone who's a customer or someone who just happens to be walking by. That is where they decide to sue you. That's where your general liability would come into play. Within the general liability, there are different coverages or different definitions. Like you have your medical expenses, you have your per occurrence, right? Each occurrence, you have your aggregate, which is your policy total, and you also have your products and your completed operations. So in products and completed operations, we can talk a little bit of where that will come into play. But let's say you are a plumber and your product is to, come in and fix plumbing, and you're working in a home and you complete the job. You did everything that you thought you needed to do, and actually you did everything that you needed to do, but some freak accident caused that pipe to burst. Now they call you and they say, hey, this is your fault. Right? There's litigation there back and forth because you're going to say, no, it's not my fault. I did everything I needed to do. My product, my completed operation is great. There's just some faulty plumbing or some faulty system going on that had nothing to do with me. The back and forth litigation is where your general liability, right, would come into play. Now, if they do find that, hey, look, it wasn't your fault, but something that you did cause something that was already from before to kind of make this damage. So you caused property damage. Your insurance will pay out, protect you for something like that. Obviously, I can't tell you what it can, what it won't pay for, because every case is so different. But this is an example of how a contractor can use to, can't afford to not have a general liability insurance to make sure that they're protected in these instances. Or you're a landscaper and you're working on a lawn and the blade happens to hit a rock that flies out and causes some property damage, causes a window to break, or causes some bodily injury where it hits someone in the head. That's your general liability would come into play. You're a grocery store, you're a retail store, someone walks in, slips and falls, that's your general liability. Or you're an auto repair shop and you're working on people's vehicles and something happens where they leave, they thought everything was great, but just again, after you worked on it, there was something already wrong with the vehicle that caused them, their brakes went out, and so they blame you for it. There's back and forth litigation for that. That's your general liability. In every instance, if you have a business where you're dealing with customers, they're coming in and out, or you're meeting with customers, I think it's important to look into if your business qualifies for a general liability policy or a business owner's policy, which will have the general liability within it. So again, general liability protects you. Your business protects your business, you and your business, from bodily injury, right? From any lawsuits that arise from bodily injury or property damage that your business may have caused, right? So what that means is the medical expenses, the litigation, the attorney fees that come with that is where your general liability would come into play and provide you coverage. Again, my name is Edwin Moreno. I'm a risk management advisor and a commercial sales manager in Chicago. The agency is LR Windsor. You can also find me on LinkedIn, and you can find me on TikTok as well. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, where I'll be sharing some more videos on different types of coverages and examples of how these coverages could come into play.